In an attempt to salvage this video, I am going to try and post all of the footage that I just filmed but didn't record sound for. This video was going to be split between voiceover and not voiceover anyway, but I didn't record sound for any of it by mistake. So, I'm gonna take you to the video now. We're gonna start this video. I'm gonna look so happy. Hi, how are you? Hope you've been well. I'm back today with another idea for a makeup tutorial. I have an event to go to, surprise, this weekend, and the theme for this event is something blue. So, if you're interested to see what happens, just keep watching. I normally cut out the foundation parts of my video because we've seen me do my face, we all know how to do our faces, and it's not really anything new. But I've noticed something about my foundation, not just today, but like the last... I don't know, I haven't been doing much this last week, but I've been noticing it every time I wear it. It is not suitable with my face anymore. Like, it's really dry, and it could be because the skincare that I'm using, which I will be doing a video on shortly because I'm loving it. It could be because it's working and I'm no longer as oily as I was, so it feels very dry and flaky and it doesn't blend as easily. Like, it looks like it's grabbing onto parts of my face that I don't know how to explain it, it's not applying like it used to. My concealer is doing a very similar thing as well, in the sense that I can't blend it. As soft and matte as it was blending, now it's blending kind of patchy. So my makeup doesn't actually look that great today. Bear that in mind, I'm trialing new things. Majority of the colors today I'm going to use from the Naked Heat palette by Urban Decay. And maybe these two colors by INGLOT. This one's a matte teal and this one's a shimmery blue. Numbers 338 and 33. Because something blue. So I am probably going to use those two. Everything else that I use will be from the Naked Heat palette. So let's go. I'm going to take my Zoeva fluffy as hell brush with the color Low Blow, because I'm going to go quite deep with this. I am going to have a fake tan on this day, and by fake tan, I don't know how tan it's going to be, I'm very pale. So I am going to try and use the deeper colors now to see how they blend. I'm going to do this look a little differently. I'm just going to bring it up from the corner of my eye and up towards near my eyebrow. I had this idea, I went out the other night and I was out with a group of girls. One of them said to me that she liked my siren eye. Now, I've never heard of a siren eye. And I googled it. And it's it was very different to what I have. I wasn't wearing a siren eye. But I kind of like the idea of it, and I saw a couple of tutorials on how people went about them. So I might try something like that, since we're trying new things here. But for that reason, I'm just going in from the corner of the eye up towards the eyebrow, and I'm lifting my brush when it gets to the pit here, lifting it out and just kind of flicking the color out so it's not too harsh. And I'm going to take my pencil brush and try and connect it with that same color. Did I show you the color? This is the color. It's called Low Blow. And it is pretty dark, but again, I'll have the tan and hopefully everything will blend in, and I like dark eyes anyway. So with that color Low Blow, which we just did all of that and I didn't even show you, I'll take it onto my pencil brush and bring it from that outer lower lash line up into what will eventually be that point. And I'm doing this in the same way as I did with the fluffy brush. When I get to this V, usually what's the outer V section, I lift the brush up and I just flick it out to give a touch of color, but not too much. So I don't even know if you can see this on the monitor, but you will. I'm just going to make this a little more buff because we like a buff under eye over here. Okay, the next color that I might go in with is either called Cayenne or Cayenne. It's this one here. And I'm going to take that pencil brush. I'm going to take that same pencil brush and just from the corner of that eye again, up from the lower lash line and the upper, just to kind of deepen that line. And I am trying my very best not to make it a V, just to make it out, and then we'll blend it later. But I think I'm going to focus a majority of this on the lower line and then blend it upward. Oh, that doesn't make sense. I'll explain, like you'll see it as we go along. This is another one of those looks where I'm applying things very carefully in layers just to see how they look. This one's looking alright. In my mirror it looks really red and rusty, but I know that in the camera it's going to come off as brown because I've used this palette before for a look. I'll link it up here. It came off really brown, but in person it comes off as this nice sienna color. The next color that I might go in with, and Fuego. And Fuego is the next one after Cayenne, the one that we just used. We're just going to use these three here to deepen. And I am going to use the same pencil brush because, again, I do just want to make it deeper on the same parts of the eye look, as opposed to usually when I just kind of blend them throughout the eye. This is just adding color on top of color at this point to give all the colors depth and to give them, I don't know, spice, flavor. I think Fuego is my favorite color in this palette. So my housemate just picked up a work call. I'm going to try and do this in between him speaking. But if I end up just fast forwarding it, just know that it's a very long work call and nothing else can be done around it, and I'll do a voiceover. With my small angle brush that I usually use with blacks, I'm going to use Ashes, which is again the darkest color in this palette. It's a very deep purple, like a warm deep purple. And what I'm going to do is sort of fake a winged liner. I don't know yet if I'm going to add a winged liner. I usually do, but at the moment I'm just going to have that false wing kind of look and bring it underneath the eye as well. I'm thinking of taking Ember. And I'm thinking of just, because at the moment I have nothing in this front. Should I do the front first? Let's do the front of the eye first. Okay, this color, Ounce, it's the lightest color in the palette. It's sort of a satiny finished color. Sometimes when I wet my brushes it looks very, very sleek. But I'm going to put that on the front and majority of my eyelid part, and I'm going to go back and blend it a little later. I just want to see what happens. I'm taking as much as I can of that color, and I am, after I swipe it and put it all over the lid like I want, I am going to blot it on the lid to make sure that it's just starker on the lid, like on the ball of the lid, everywhere, because when you turn with the light it shimmers and it looks really cool. But to blend that, I'm going to take the brush, the fluffy brush that I always use by Real Techniques, to the darkest blends of my eye, and I'm going to take the color, what's this called? Sourced. No. Am I taking Sourced or should I take Chaser? This is Sourced, this is Chaser. I'll take Sourced because it's closer to that low blow color we did in the beginning. And what I'm going to do is, just here where I've left it, I'm going to blot just color for warmth, and I'm going to bring it, this is what I'm going to use as my up here color. But not so much so that I'm blending it and blending it so the color shows. Just enough so that if I'm in the right light, there is a bit of a shadow there and I can give my eye some shape on that brow bone. And it'll serve as a blending point, transition between the light color that I just used and the rest of that blend here. Do I want to add a shimmery color, or do I want to add the blue first? Yeah, I'll add the blue first. I'm going to take whatever's left of my Mario Badescu facial spray to spray this brush. This is a little flat applicator brush, because I don't have any smaller pencil brushes. And I'm going to take, because I've done this before, this combination, and it's actually really sweet. This teal color, or whatever teal color that you have, this one, again, 338 by Inglot Cosmetics. And I've wet the brush, and I'm going to go, I'm going to say very extreme because it's a color that isn't nude, but it's not too extreme, and I'm going to put it down here. Alright, because I didn't speak throughout all of that, what I did was I just took my flat brush, sprayed it with some rose water and tapped it into the color, and I was swiping along, but not so much trying to blend, just mainly trying to push on and swipe through the color application. So with this one, because I don't think I'm going to buff it out too much, it's just there for a little color pop, I'm just going to apply as much as I can and leave any kind of blending for the outer part of the eye. Alright, same color. Let's try this out. I'm gonna be quiet again. I might even put music behind this to cut out the voices in the background and also me thinking. Just give me a sec with this. You can't really tell when my eyes are open, but those shapes don't match, huh? Fuck it. Fuck it. I was going to put the shimmery thing. Should I? I've done enough, and I was going to add a little bit of gold as well in the highlight. Alright, I'm going to take a pencil brush, my setting spray, my rose water. It's not even rose water. My Sage and Orange Blossom water. Wet that highlight brush, and with the color Half Baked, I'm going to just add a little bit of gold, just a little bit. And I wanted to incorporate a little bit of gold because my dress is gold. But not so much where it's too distracting. And I might just dab some a bit here. Not blending it, just kind of dabbing it on top so that there's some gold to connect the two on that side. The way that I'm doing this is I'm joining, when we're looking at shapes, I'm joining the gold up with the line of that blue here, the teal, but I'm not touching them together. I'm just kind of putting that in the general direction and letting the eye do the rest. And like by, not my eye, your eye. Should I do an eyeliner? Okay, what's gonna happen if I don't? What's the worst that can happen? The look doesn't look complete. I'm gonna do an eyeliner. There's an option that I go in and I do the eyeliner on this side, like a very thin one, just where the purple line is, but kind of less than so you can see the purple. And then a little bit under the blue here, but I don't know. Alright, let's try. Alright, I've done a very short, very thin liner. And it doesn't look too good now, but I've done it like this for two reasons. One, I don't want to distract from what's happening in the rest of the eye. I don't want it to be too much, but I do like that accent. And two, I am going to apply lashes. So I need a little drama with my eyes. My eyes are very light. There's no drama in them. Oh, that wasn't as thin as the other one. That's alright. I've only taken it. Let me just lift this up a little because I forgot that I have a semi-hooded eye. There we go. I'm only going to take it halfway to the eye. I'm not going to bring it into the front like I normally do. Because we're doing different things today. I'm just going to make sure that that's touching. That's close enough. I am, however, going to use my Aqua something pencil. Aqua Resist Color Pencil by Makeup Forever to line the inside of all of my eyeball. I'm gonna take my little angled brush and that color Ashes again, the dark purple color from the Naked Heat palette, just to do that thing that I always do where I connect the lower lash line to that liner because I need that darkness. Do you guys normally put lashes before mascara or mascara before lashes? Because I feel kind of naked doing lashes first, but then when I do mascara first my lashes don't sit properly, so I'm going to wear my very trusty Ardell Wispies because they are very trusty. I don't know where my glue is. Alright, I'm gonna do lashes and mascara off camera because it's boring, we've all seen it, and then I'll be back for the lip and we'll talk. Alright, what I ended up doing was lining the entire upper part of the inner eye because it didn't look right with the lashes. And in retrospect, I am thinking of just making the line thicker, the black line thicker. Because it looks like, I don't know, it looks weird to me. Maybe it's just me because I'm so used to doing a thick line. Maybe it is just me. But It just feels weird without it. I'll wear it out today and see how it goes, but I'm thinking a little bit thicker. Because I feel like lashes like these, because they're pretty long, like if I turn to the side, they're pretty long. They look weird without that extra line, if that makes sense. I'll see how that goes. For lips, I know I always use this, but there is a reason. Should I use this? No, there is a reason, and I've said it I think in every video because I feel bad for using the exact same lip gloss. Hang on. Yeah, I'm very pale. So for me to have found a lip gloss that's nude enough to not make my lips look orange, to not wash me out, and to not be too pink, is very rare. When it comes to looks where I want the eyes to be the focus, I find it very hard to also put focus on the lips. Even if it's just, hang on, I need to use my lips to... With looks that I want the focus to be on the eyes, because it's not a bold eye, it's just more of a different eye. So for looks like this, I do want to keep... I want to keep the eyes... Sorry, I want to keep the lips simple. So it's the same lip gloss, don't come at me, I don't know. It feels so weird spraying my face with lashes on. This is the same that I've been using in my last couple videos. It's the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. I do really like this. And I do have to run some errands, but I might just stay out for a little longer. Let me just take this off because I have red hair. I hope that wasn't too hard to watch. This is the final look. I'm recording this again because, like I said, I didn't record audio originally, but I really love it. I'm really happy that I did it this way, and I really hope you like it too. And if that's the case, please like this video. If you did like this video and if you enjoy my content and would like to see more, please consider subscribing. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.